So let me grab my calculator. So yesterday we had gotten to the very last part of this. And we were just going to graph both equations and see where they intersect. So in y1, doesn't have to be y1, but in one of the equations, you put that one, and then in y2, we put that one. So that's what that looks like. So if it's not in there still or whatever, go in, stick it in. Or if you weren't here. Now you have to be careful about the parentheses. If when you're typing it in, and it says E, and it actually shows this caret, and it opens parentheses there, then you have to close those parentheses. So you have to have parentheses around those if it's not putting it up there like it does on mine. It just depends on what calculator you have. Okay, so the next thing I had you do was go to your window.
My grandma's here.
Yeah, where you going?
I brought them back to my grandma.
Yes, okay. What's that? Oh, my lunch. Okay, so go to the window when you're done, and make sure your window is from -10 to 10. And then hit zoom 0. And what should show up, there's a glare there, but should look, other than the different colors on yours, should look like that. Now, I had to go around and kind of help. If yours doesn't, yeah, let me come see. It might just be a little different. Okay, you don't have parentheses here. You gotta have parentheses around the exponent. Is that what yours is too? Okay. Oh. Is that what yours was too? Okay, yeah, when you hit zoom 0, it'll work again. There it goes. Okay. Yeah. Right? You have here, it's got a whole. Oh, there's no extra. And this should have parentheses. It just takes a minute. Yeah. Anybody else? Hopefully you get yours figured out. Alright, sweet. Now, at least on mine, and probably on yours too, they almost cross, but it looks like I'm going to have to extend it out a little farther to make them cross. So I need to make my X max a little bit bigger than 10. So like maybe 15 or 20, so that we can see where they cross. So go to your window, don't change anything else other than your X max. was this one was just 2/3. That's what it is. There you go. Now it's going back to my first one. You okay with that? All right. So now can you see where they're crossing?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's terrible. Okay, so now we can see where they cross. Whether you said on 15 or 20, yours may look a little more spread out. That's okay, as long as you can see where they cross. To find out exactly where they cross, you go to Second and the Trace button, which is actually pretty much right here where I'm putting it under this screen. So Second, Trace, and then it's number 5, I believe, for it. Yeah, number 5 for intersect. And then all you got to do is hit enter 3 times. And at the bottom, the X is what our answer is. It's 10.564 is what we rounded to. Let me know if you're not getting that, you're getting something weird. And those of you at home, if you don't have a graph calculator, can use the Desmos calculator. It's free, works the same. Pretty much. All right, so 10.564. Oh yeah. So after how many days? It would be after 10 days. Thank you. Okay. Other than Becca, who's out. They have any questions? We good? Okay. Okay, so the next one, true response number 32. This one is another calculator one, and it gives us 2 logs, but notice they're not log base 10s. They're log base 3s, so we can't really use the button on our calculator. Okay, So A says rewrite f of x as a logarithm function of a single log. So not 2, but 1. And then find the value of f of 7. So if we look at f of x, we have 2 logs that are added. So how can I rewrite that as 1 log? Yeah, there's a rule that says if you have 2 logs that are added together, then you can rewrite it as 1 log, but multiply those 2 arguments together. So f of x is log base 3 of x minus 5 times x. You can leave it like that, or you can simplify it by distributing. And that would make it x squared minus 5x. And then it says find the value of f of 7. So we plug in 7. Log base 3, 7 squared minus 5 times 7. So that's 49 minus 35 is the calculator problem. That's log base 3 of what? 14. Now, I'm okay with that answer, but it might be a multiple choice question somewhere along the way that says, it wants a decimal answer. And I can't just hit log of 14 because this is log not base 10, but log base 3. So how can I get a calculator a decimal answer? Remember the change of base formula?
Berkeley said the circle.
The circle, 3 to the x, that would work. 3 to the x, because you just don't know what it is, equals 14. And then what? How would I solve this? Because I can't break down 14s into 3s.
Log 14 over log 3.
There you go. So you can get it from this way, because you would just take the log of both sides, put the x out in front, divide by log 3, and that is like 2.402. So what Cameron was giving me was the change of base formula, which is the log of the big number divided by the log of the little number. But if you forgot that, or you couldn't remember which one was on top and which one was on bottom, you could always use the circle method and then solve it this way. To find x, you divide by log of 3 and you'd see it's log of 14 over log of 3. So it works both ways. It was a little longer, but it doesn't require you to memorize anything. B, if h of x equals g of x minus f of x, find an equation for h of x